already out there. And I know it's available on some of the President models, but I don't know if it's available on the McKinley model that you have.
Gentlemen, 9 Officer Charlie 1313 checking in. I have a McKinley. If you press the main L6 time, you will get to the SWR meter.
I was just gonna say that.
You're talking about the FCC model, right?
Yeah, the USA. Yep.
Okay, I'll look into that sometime. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was available.
Yeah, it has a built-in hidden menu. It's got the regular settings menu that you can go to, but it's got a built-in hidden menu too, technician's menu or whatever. And but I think that I saw Wagon Master out in Utah do it one time on one of his videos. He did a review on the McKinley before they did the newer FCC McKinley.
Yeah, well, that's the export version that comes from overseas. There's somebody on here who has one, and it puts out quite a bit.
Hi everyone.
I know they have
We lost
clear
connection.
audio.
My apologies. I don't know what happened. We lost the
I've heard,
connection.
you know, was
Everything works and
you
all
could
of a
always
sudden
make out,
it stops working.
you
It's
know, there was some
unreal.
difficulty making out what they said, and then they weren't
Sorry about that.
drifting off
Apologies.
frequency and things like some of the old Galaxies used to do. They've gotten a whole lot better about being right on frequency.
Yeah, there's the export model that you can get from over in Europe, and then there's the FCC model. But the European export model is completely different inside.
Crash and burn, big time, big time, big time.
I like mine. It's the USA version. I can just take it, like, you know what I mean? I don't leave it in the car because of theft, but I'll take it out and jam it in between the seats.
Good night, Jack. Thanks so much.
It's so light and small, you know. And like you said about the no drifting on sideband.
We have everything else. We have audio. Yeah, we have audio. Okay, sorry about that. We lost the connection, guys.
I've used it in the car for quite a bit, and it's really small. It just fits right on. I just set it on the seat when I'm bringing it with me. But I either use that or the Quad 5 in the car because they're both small and I can plug them right in the lighter. Even though it doesn't pull as much watts off the lighter, but it still works good.
Now we're on Wi-Fi, so
I really like that SWR function. I was trimming a dipole inside my apartment, and it timer less than it would have if I had a meter. You know, bip, 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 and you just look at it, and you hit it 6 times, like you're saying, and then it'll show you what it is, and it's really quick and easy. So for me, I don't know. I kind of miss the hassle. You know what I mean? Like having a meter and having all the coax and, you know, and all the stuff. But just kind of grab and go nowadays does me fine.
No, it'll be good now. Now that I know that that function is there and it works like that, I can use that to tune antennas.
Yeah, roger that. Anyway, I'm going to hang back for a bit here, guys.
Yeah, we lost the YouTube and it came back now. Now we're on Wi-Fi. It's gonna be not as good. Good night, Jack. Thanks for coming. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I don't know how the quality is now on Wi-Fi. Crash and burn, yes, sir. Let me see. I don't want to leave anybody out. Cody posted something on Facebook. Nice. All right. So let's go back here. And where is the stream? Where is the stream? All right. All right. We are back. Crash and burn. If you missed guys the stream, just refresh the page. You should be able to see it there. All right, we got 40 people so far, an hour and a half, 10:24. Yeah, so 40 check-ins. Oh, I forgot to check in Wade. Wade, thanks so much. Wayne, sorry. No, Wade. I'm so sorry. 9 Oscar Charlie 1313. I don't have the antenna tonight, Wade, because of the wind. I'll check you in a number 41. Okay, number 41. Thanks so much for being here. And I think you must be on the road. Hi, John. Sorry about that. We lost the connection. I don't know. Now I'm on Wi-Fi. I had a nice solid Ethernet connection. I don't know what happened to it. Everything seems to be plugged in. I never touch anything. Like from last Friday, everything was fine. Now we got disconnected. So thanks for coming back, John. Yeah, it happens even in the most wealthiest families. All right, back to you guys on Zello. Go ahead. Let's see. I
Nick, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? I noticed that Facebook is working fine though.
Oh.
Yeah, Nick, thank you for checking me in there. Yeah, I'm out here on the road. The wind is quite strong. It's blowing me all around. So, yeah, I don't expect you to have that antenna out there today. You guys were talking about the McKinley doesn't drift. Nick can attest to mine's been out in the conditions for years, hot, cold for many years. And now mine, when it's really cold, it's quite off frequency for the first few minutes until it warms up.
Yeah. The radio is working fine. The McKinley for Wade over there. Always there. Good stuff. Yeah, it's windy, and tomorrow, Wade, there is a ham fest up in Niagara Falls, and I don't want to leave, especially with the weather like this. I don't want to leave the antenna unattended because the missus here doesn't know how to do the antenna, and it's too heavy, and yeah, so better safe than sorry.
Yeah, Nick, is this a new Hamfest? I thought they didn't start till March. Is this a new one they started up now?
Well, good question there, Wade. Good question. Like I'm giving an interview. No. Yeah, they didn't do it after the pandemic, and then they didn't do it for 1 year. Then I don't know what happened. They didn't do it for the second year, and now they are doing it. So yeah, I think these guys were always the first ones. Or correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I knew that the first Hamfest was in Pickering, but now it's gonna be in Niagara. So yeah. So they're doing it this year. It's gonna be very cold tomorrow. I think it's indoors. makes perfect sense to be indoors. So I posted the address on Facebook already, but before we leave the live net here, you can check in the address, and I'll put it on YouTube as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that right now.
Yeah, I hope so. It's indoors. Man, it's gonna be minus 29 or 30. No, it's supposed to be 39 tonight. I think they lowered it to, or upped it to minus 35 tonight. Feels like, but yeah, I guess you're happy to get started earlier this year then.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so excited that I cannot hide it. How about that? Thanks, guys, for coming back on YouTube. Apologies, we lost the stream. We lost the connection a few minutes ago, and now we are on Wi-Fi. I don't know why the Ethernet failed on me. It was so nice. So yeah, now we're on Wi-Fi. Levon, let me say hello to you. Thank you so much for coming. Levon is watching from New York. Friends and family, 2 Oscar Charlie 261. Thank you so much, my friend, and happy Friday to you from New York. Yes, sir. You are number 42 on the check-ins list. All the guys were here. I lost the connection, and I don't know where everybody went. So we are back. Hopefully, if they look us up again, they can. Misfit was here. William was here. Steve was here. John is here. UDX 376 was here. Cowboy and Ron and a couple other guys. But hey, we lost the connection. What can I do? Did I fix the connection now? Let me see. Uh, do we have the Ethernet? Where is the Ethernet? Oh man, where is the Ethernet?
You, next, do you do the Watergate thing? Well, I don't know if that's the right word. That's kind of super language, but do you do the uh, live stream and then it's saved and you can go back to the video to like forever, or is it in your videos after that?
On YouTube, it stays there forever. On Facebook, it used to be like that, but after 1 month, they deleted on Facebook, right? So they give me the option to download it, but I have it on YouTube as well. And plus, on Facebook, I cannot do the same thing that I'm doing on YouTube. I can only do it in one platform for now. So on Facebook, you just see the radios there. You don't see, like on YouTube, I play videos of the ham fests that I've been so far, and people like to watch that. No problem, Levon. Thank you so much for coming. I checked you in, of course, and yeah. So yeah, YouTube keeps them for forever.
Okay, so I can go later and listen to this and it'll be there.
Absolutely. If not, you get your money back. Something. See now this software. Oh man. Now I'm on Wi-Fi. Are we losing the connection again? Something is fishy. Something is fishy here. Uh, please refresh the page. Oh, come on. All right, we're losing connection. I don't know what's going on. Am I on the? What have I done here? Stream. Okay, output. Yeah, so we're all the settings are there. This program now disconnects and connects. Ay. I'm very sorry, guys. All right, Zello, who else is left here? I see two messages. Somebody text, two missed messages.
Yeah, I hope so. It's indoors,
Yeah,
man. It's gonna be
burp, burp,
minus.
burp. Two missed messages. What just happened now?
Well, I'm still here down in the cold South down here in North Carolina.
Yeah, me, I'm here in the cold southwestern Ontario.
All right.
I'm still here. I'm in the southwestern Ontario in the town of Durham, and it is freaking blowing like crazy outside, and it's snowing like crazy. Oh my god! It's supposed to be minus 30 something.
Yeah,
I
I
find
hear
that
you.
so weird. It's only minus like 11 here right now, and it's cloudy and it's
Oh,
not blowing at all.
This is supposed to happen again tomorrow too. It's really bad. Holy moly! I mean, it's cold. It's cold. I know you're in Florida right now, in Alberta, or Saskatchewan, whatever. Sorry, but no, we're freezing here in Ontario now.
It's messing with my SWR. I just got my radio, and damn snow all over the top of the car. Ay.
No, I'm in New Brunswick, so I'm right on the ocean almost, and it's only minus 12.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Living in the banana belt, David. Did you get some of that nor'easter?
Nope, we didn't get anything. We've only got about maybe 6-7 inches of snow on the ground total. Well, we had a melt down there in January, early January, and it never seemed to have bounced back after that. We got a bit of snow here and there, but no. All the storms went either above us by about 40 kilometers or about south of us by maybe 60 to 80 kilometers.
Now, just to cut in for a second there, David, you might be interested to know I'm originally from Salisbury, New Brunswick. I moved to Ontario about 10 years ago.
Yeah, Salisbury, just outside of Moncton. Yeah, yeah, I've been through Salisbury a few times. Not a very big place, but it's there.
Yeah, not much. Well, I was pretty much grew up between Moncton and Salisbury. Like I went to Moncton High School. I guess I was on the other side of Salisbury. But anyway, just a little tidbit. Anyway, I'm gonna shut it down for the night here. I've been trying to be in the chat at the same time, and you know how it can get. when
Yes,
you get
Cody, I
kids and
see
stuff
you.
going.
I see you. Thumbs up. We're back on
Anyway,
YouTube.
I'll be back next week.
We lost the
673.
connection.
I'll let you
Now
guys in
we're
there for
back.
now.
We're back.
See you later.
Yeah, 73s to you. Yeah, I heard that the nor'easter got up to about Halifax, and found out there were still some Moosehead hockey fans around, and turned sharp to the east and missed New Brunswick and all of that up there.
Yeah, we lost the
Missed New
connection.
England. Just went
Apologies.
on out to sea.
It happens even in the most wealthiest families. What can we do, right? We lost the connection. Oh.
Yeah, southern New Brunswick got hit in the northern part.
I love it. You guys are so great.
I am.
Oh, thank you.
The
Thank you.
Cascade Peninsula got it, and the other side of this got it. But
Well, we didn't lose internet.
nothing
It's
hit
an
here.
internal
Just,
connection from
uh,
my
flurries
modem
and
to this computer. I
nothing
was
really
hardwired.
accumulated. I'm still driving.
Hey,
We
Cliff,
take the
thanks so
Fort
much.
Roosevelt on the river, and we go up and down 8, 12 kilometers at a time, and there's nothing there.
Cliff, you're number 43 on the check-ins
Yeah,
list.
Mother
Thanks so
Nature's
much.
afraid of those Moosehead, all those Moosehead fans up there in Halifax.
I don't know. Halifax got quite a dumping, and so did Cape Breton, Sydney, and then it went out over Newfoundland. Newfoundland always gets it everywhere, anyways.
All right. All right. Good night to the friend that left. I think it was Matt. Have a good night. Great weekend coming up. Careful there with the weather. Apologies for our friends on YouTube. We lost the connection. And yeah, we're back. Now we're on Wi-Fi. I don't know what happened to my Ethernet connection that connects the computer with the modem. My friend, you want to put in your first name at least so that I can. Now I go by 1134506. Is asking on antenna choice for mounting. Mounting on the side of the house, 5 feet Wilson fiberglass stick or 102 whip. On the side of the house, any mobile antenna that you will put, it will need what we call a counterpoise, or else known as ground plane. So if you put a 102 whip, it has to be on a metal surface, on a as big as you can metal surface. So picture that on a mount, on a magnet mount on the roof of the car. It uses the roof and the whole metal area to reflect the signal. Yeah. So Joseph already said 102 with the ground plane. See the ground plane. Joseph, you want to elaborate more on the ground plane? And you guys go ahead. I'll let you answer. Yeah, go ahead, guys. The question was fire mounting in the side of the house a 5-foot Wilson fiberglass stick or a 102-inch whip. And if you do a fiberglass stick, you should put one going up and the same one going down. That's why you need the ground plane. So the one below is gonna act as the ground plane. Adam, yes, Adam. Okay, thanks, Adam. Thanks for coming. So yeah, let me say hello to Mr. Bill. And I did. Oh, Adam says I did have it hooked into a copper ground rod. Okay, so you guys take it from here. Mr. Bill, number 44 on the check-ins list.
Yeah, you can add a dipole, like what do you call those? The radials that come with your ground plane. You can add 3 or 4 of those to your thing to give it a better ground.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Adam, do you know Mr. Bill? Uh-oh. You guys know each other? Joseph is saying to for you, Adam, to try the Tram 1499. Tram, T-R-A-M, Tram 1499. That's what Joseph said. If you're gonna be at the side of the house, again, if you want to use the 102-inch, let me key up here. If you want to use the 102-inch, oh, it's a line from the old cartoon. Okay, okay. Yeah, so if you want to use a 102, you have to mount it somewhere that there is a lot of metal surface to act as a ground plane. But I'll let the guys. Joseph says that the Tram 1499 CB base antenna. Oh, and he put a link. Let me put the link. Don't go anywhere. I'll copy the link that Joseph put in here. All right, so I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna paste it here on the chat. You can click on the link and you can take a look of the antenna there, Adam. Any other suggestions, guys, here on Zello or anywhere else? Yes, counterpose needed. Absolutely.
I noticed that 28 and his brother 22 up there in Chicago use one of those whip antennas mounted to their the metal awning on their it's mounted off the side of just out the back door off the side of their metal awning, and they seem to get out pretty good pointing down south from Chicago.
Nice. Yes, Cowboy, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, so we posted a link of the tram antenna, and Adam, you can click on it. Hooked up straight into a Cobra 29 should get some decent signal out. That's relevant and irrelevant only if you have conditions. Mind you that we don't use, nothing wrong with the Cobra 29. It's a classic radio. It's been here forever. But the Cobra has only AM, and we don't go, well, we do go on AM, but we prefer sideband, what we call USB LSB. And most of the country, both the States and Canada, hangs around 38 lower side. So with your Cobra, you should be able to make contacts. If you try other channels, like don't try your number on channel 6, forget about it. They're using kilowatts, you cannot make it. But if you go on channel 11, if you go on channel 15, if you go on channel 17, 21, you'll definitely make some comments. I've done it before with my window antenna. So yeah. Oh, speaking of window antennas, I can put up my window antenna here on the YouTube, so you can see how I play, how I roll. Let me do this 1 second. Let me take these things off. And I am gonna put the antenna, if I can find it. And there is my antenna. Okay, there is my antenna. It's a boomerang balcony antenna, but I have modified it with longer elements, and it goes just above my roof. I'm on the 3rd floor, and that thing, I've done so many contacts. But enough about me. You guys take it from here on Zello. Go ahead. Oh, Bill is garbage. The drum is garbage. Yeah, there's different opinions. There's different opinions. Now, Mr. Bill says that the tram antenna is garbage. It's a different opinions. And don't forget, if you ask 150 people about something, you will get 150 different opinions. So it's up to you to decide what your budget is. You want to go with a Vector 4000? You want to go with an Antron 99, America's and Canada's favorite antenna? You want to go with a tram antenna? Uh, it's all how much you want to spend and what the options are to set up the antenna if you have the room there and the infrastructure. You know, you like how I put it, the infrastructure. Guys, say something. I'm just gonna go next to the kitchen over here to fill up some coffee because I ran out. I'll be back.
Yeah, who's Screaming Eagle down in the States? I can't remember who it is.
That's 3030 in Tennessee, Matthew.
Okay, 'cause I could hear him the other day. He was talking. I couldn't reach him, but I could hear him.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for
Yeah, every now and again I hear him.
watching.
A couple of times he and I have had Cusos.
Well, guys, I'm back. I finally got the baby to bed and sleeping. So, yeehaw.
Rockabye.
It's funny, every time I have her, she's good with me. When my wife has her, she'll fight.
Women.
Yeah, and she swears, oh no, she needs this, she needs that. Okay, we'll see you later, honey. And then, how'd it go tonight? Fine.
Yeah, so Bill, Mr. Bill says the tram antenna is garbage. You hear that, Joseph? Bill tried one and ended up giving it away, the tram antenna. So, Adam, opinions are different. Everybody, some people like blondes, some people like brunettes. Oh, sorry, we're talking about antennas. My bad. Yeah, so some like the Entron antenna, Entron 99. Some like the Vector 4000. Some like the Moxon antenna. And yeah, there's some like the 102. But if you want to do a 102, you have to put the antenna somewhere with a big metal flat surface, or you're gonna make a vertical dipole. So you will put 102 going upwards, and the other 102 is gonna go downwards and away from your mast, away from your pole, about a foot, so it doesn't interfere with SWR. And this way you will have a vertical dipole, which if you're good with fixing stuff and making stuff, you can make a little I don't know. You can turn it flat if you can, and then flat is good for DX, shooting skip and whatnot, and you can flip it vertically, whatever. There's the limit. The sky is the limit.
I was just going to say, sorry to cut in. I do that a lot. Anyway, yeah, horizontal is the way to go to shoot the X. Absolutely.
I have a Tram 1411, and I think it's an awesome receiver antenna for a scanner and that sort of thing, but I really did get out on it.
Again, yeah, again, you might have been lucky, and you might have been yeah. So you might got lucky, and every time you turn it on, you make that contact, and you're happy with it. Somebody, uh, didn't have the same luck with you, and coincidentally, the other antenna that he bought worked right away. Coincidentally, right? And that makes the other antenna bad. I don't know. So it's all about I don't know anymore. Like it's all about conditions. It's all about the conditions. Let me put my stuff here. All right, we got our stuff back. All right, back to you guys on Zillow. Go ahead.
I just want to let everybody know that if you ever see it, it's a Workman B100. Don't waste your money. Absolutely garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Adam. No problem. No problem. Okay, we have a few left. Thank you everybody for watching. We're streaming on Facebook. You can only see my hand here, thumbs up, and any sign language. I don't even know how to do the sign language, but thumbs up. Here you can see my radios. If you go on YouTube under the Ontario CB Club, you will see the stream on YouTube as well, and there is more stuff to see there. We did lose the connection earlier, and I apologize for that. But things happen. But we are back. We are live. You can see lots of cool stuff on the YouTube stream. We do have a telephone line if you want to call, and I can get you on the air. Remember, like back in the day, you used to call, and you would go on the air to request a song. Um, so we do that here. We don't play music. We don't play music. Thank you for being here. I just showed my face here on YouTube. So uh, we do that here. We don't play music, but I can get you. I can get you on the air, and you can say hello to us, right? You can say hello. All right. The number is 1289 799 7414. 1289 799 7414. You can scroll up if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. You can scroll up and you can see the number there. And yeah, operators are standing by.
Nick, did you hear that South Africa station today on the DX?
No, negative, negative. I was working. I was working and I couldn't get on the air. And as I said tonight, I came home late and I didn't have time to hook up the antenna. Besides, it's windy, and I would have to hook it up now, and then we are finished around 11, 12 o'clock, whatever we finish the net, take it back inside. It's a little bit of too much work. Yep, so that's that.
Uh, well, there was a South African station coming in today, and I was on my drive between here and another town called Belleville, not far from here. But anyway, I was driving and listening and on 38 lower, and I couldn't believe it. I could not believe this guy was giving me like full bars. Um, and he said he was in South Africa. I tried, but I couldn't reach him. But man, I tell you, it was like he was behind me, like on the road, like it was right there. It was really cool.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it because of the conditions. Not to show off, I do have a video. If you go to my YouTube channel, using the this radio, the Ranger down here, I spoke to Sydney, Australia. It wasn't the best receive, it wasn't the best connection, but I made it, and I have the video proof to prove it. And when you're out in the country, it's more quieter. There's not a lot of noise, right? And you can make contacts easier, and you can hear better and all that stuff. Of course, now from South Africa to wherever you were at the time, there's other stations in between that. It's like honey, and all the bees run in there to get the honey. You know what I mean? They hear a station from Africa, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make a contact," and all of a sudden, there's like 200 people at the same time keying up, trying to make it. So yeah, you're not gonna make it.
Yes, you're right. That goes back to what you were saying. Well, I think it was you or someone else was saying about having the extra power that comes in handy because in a pileup, it's important. for sure.
Of course, especially on channel 6 and on channel 28 on AM, there is always a pileup, and the strongest survives. The strongest. So it's like the jungle, right? It's like the jungle. Yeah, some power is good. I just got lucky. I never use amplifiers. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. Whatever the radio does at the moment, for example, this Ranger does about 120-ish, maybe a little more. I spoke to Greece on the mobile while I was outside of Hamfest, outside of the building, and the other day I had this Galaxy which does 16 watts, and I talked to Greece from the mobile, right? So, and even from the window, like I've done contacts with the UK, all over Europe, Greece, Holland, Germany, Italy, Canary Islands, and so on. All the videos are there, all the proof is there. And I had different radios, and just whatever the radio does, whatever the radio does. So I would hear, and that's funny because that proves a point. Um, Thanks, Adam. Have a good night. No problem. Anytime we are here. So that proves a point because I would, if you see the video, I would speak to the guy and say, "Hey, what are you running over there?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm running a ICOM so and so and a 4-element beam and this much power." And I'm like, "Okay, what are you running?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just running whatever, a Galaxy or a Anytone with a window antenna." He's like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm running a window antenna." And people are surprised. I'm not saying power is not good, but hey, when there is conditions, I can do it with just a stock radio.
Yeah, that's what really pulled me into the hobby. When I was younger, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe. And I was always so fascinated with it, and I still am. Then it gets in your blood. But as you know, I had a really cool experience once. Mower Junkie in North Carolina. He has a YouTube channel. He calls himself Mower Junkie. I ended up on one of his YouTube videos talking to him, and I was running an Antron 99 about 30 feet up in a tree in a heavily wooded area in a place called Bancroft, Ontario. Anyway, we talked for a few minutes, and I was running a 757 GX. I had two of those, and they were, I think, a 25 watt AM.
Yeah, and I know John, and John knows me. We've made contacts. That other day when I was talking to Steve UDX 483 with this Galaxy radio, and I was on the mobile, and I drove all over. Like I went down the Don Valley, then I went west, Gardiner and Jameson exit, and all the side streets. I was talking to him, and at that time, John came on the radio. He heard my voice, and we said hello, and it was fun. So yeah, it can be done. It can be done. Let me say hello to Glenn. Glenn just joined in on Facebook. Thanks so much, Glenn. Thumbs up. Glenn is 9 Oscar Charlie 915. And yeah, thanks, Glenn, for coming. You are number 45 on the check-ins list. All right. So back to you guys.
Does anybody on the side here have any experience with that Serial Performer 500 magnet mount antenna?
It's a good antenna. If you can buy it, buy it. Whether on a magnet mount or I did a video comparing the Serial Performer, the 5000, the Wilson 1000, and another homemade antenna which is made in Portugal. and there is a guy there that makes antennas with 150 euros, I think, which is what it's like 250 Canadian. You can order a mobile antenna and he will make it for you on any band. I know I'm going a little bit off topic now, but you can order one for 20 meters for the mobile or for 40 meters, and he will make it and send you the coil only. So he will ship you the coil, and he will tell you need to buy a whip that has to be this long. You put it in, boom, and you're tuned for that frequency. Great guy, great antenna. So yeah, I did a test with a Stereo Performer, and it worked good. So if you want to buy that antenna, yeah, you can buy it. It's a great antenna. Over.
Yeah, I've got a Wilson 1000. I just wondered if apparently this performer is supposed to be out Wilson yet.
Yeah, quarter wave, 5/8. Yeah, of course, there is a little bit more gain. Yeah, but I do have I run the Wilson 1000 since day one over here in Toronto, and I had to cut it a little bit, and I tuned it perfectly on 38. So it gives me a few channels below, but um, it can get me all the way to 10 meters. So because I go to 10 meters, I was on the mobile the other day. I think it was last summer, or maybe the summer before. I think it was last summer. So I'm on the Wilson 1000 with the Magnum S9 radio. I'm on the 10 meters. I'm parked down by Park Lawn, close to the lake, on the side of the lake there, and I'm talking to Greece, and I'm talking with like 10 different guys for almost 2 hours with that Wilson antenna without a tuner. I had SWR, uh, but it did the job, and everybody would hear me, and everybody was happy, and I was happy too. All right, we are here, guys. We're checking in. Let me fix the camera. Why the camera is not the other way? Okay, you can stay there, but don't knock it. So yeah, we are here. Let me change something here, guys. Oh, we got disconnected again. We got disconnected. Now we lost the Zello. Before we lost YouTube, now we lost the Zello. Something is going on. Maybe I need a new internet connection or something like that. All right. Okay, we are back, guys. Apologies. Let me put up the volume right there. Sorry about that. Today is not a good night. All right. Who else is left here? What do you want to talk about, guys? What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. We're 2 hours on this live stream. Thanks so much. And yeah, the floor is yours. Go ahead. If you don't have anything, we can call it a night. If you guys are watching on Facebook or YouTube, say hello. Say something so I can greet you with your first name. We do have a telephone line that you can call 1289 799 7414. Operators are standing by. All right. I see 21 people on Zello. I see 7 people on Facebook. Guys, we're streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. On Facebook, you can only see my thumbs up and my radios, some of my radios. If you go on YouTube, you can see I play some videos from recent Hamfests and whatnot, and you can see me and my face and how I look like. And hopefully I won't scare you away, and you won't come back. We don't want to do that. Glenn, thanks for coming. I hope you're doing okay over there. Yeah, so we're watching clips from the vault from previous Hamfests. If you are in three, all right, so sorry for the delay. The address is here, so let me put it up here. I'm just gonna say copy, and I'm gonna post it here on YouTube. Let me say Hamfest. So there's that, and let me put it on Facebook as well. Give me 1 second, and paste it and send. Oh, come on! Have you noticed on Facebook, every word we type, there is a link. So if you don't pay attention, you will send that link out. Like, this is ridiculous. Every word that we type. Okay, so the address is I didn't leave enough spaces. Apologies. 2275 Dorchester Road in Niagara Falls. Let me see. Yeah. So 2275 Dorchester Road in Niagara Falls, and that's happening tomorrow. Vendors at 7:30, 9 o'clock for the public, and around 12 o'clock it's gonna be over. There is no tables available. I found out that there is no tables available, so everybody jumped in on this one. Good stuff. The Niagara Peninsula Amateur Radio Club. Very nice. All right, back to you guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was looking in my videos, and the Stereo 827 or the Stereo Blizzard 2700 are two really good DX antennas that Stereo makes for base station antennas. I'm not certain about their mobile antennas, but there's a guy out in Iowa that runs the 827 base, and he's only got it up off the ground about 16 feet. And from what he was saying, he's
Hey, Nuno.
DX from all over, but it's a Stereo 827 or the Stereo Blizzard 2700 are supposed to be just super good, just really super good ground plane antennas.
Nuno, you are number 46. Thank you, Nuno. Yep, good stuff, good stuff. Nuno just checked in on Facebook, number 46. Nuno is 9 Oscar Charlie 197. Thanks, Nuno, for coming. Yeah, any thoughts, guys, on antennas? I know everybody has a different opinion because we tried the antenna, and for some the antenna didn't perform, for some others did perform. So I don't know. I guess we have to make a competition or a poll and say who's your which one is your favorite antenna. and see what people say. But I think I know the answer. Most of the people will say the Antron 99. What do you think there, William?
Well, back in the day when the Antron first came out, I ran a different antenna setup, had better performance out of a different ground plane than the Antron, but I think they've improved the tuning rings down at the bottom of the antenna since then. But Syria makes a 3-element beam that's inexpensive that works pretty good if you like the flat side. I think they were talking about serial antennas, but I'm in town, and so I have to use almost like a Parks on the Air type of antenna setup where I'm located, because I can't put up an antenna mast on the building because I'm in a lease agreement, and so I have to be careful what kind of antenna I can put up. I got to put up something and put it up and take it down, like on Parks on the Air type of setup.
William, have you seen my antenna, my setup?
Yeah, I like that because you're up further in the building. I'm on the ground floor where I am, but you've got a window that's up above the ground floor, and I like the way that's set up because you're far enough off the building that you're you're above the end of your antennas above the building. Is that a flat roof building?
Yeah, yes, it is. So I had to. I think it's. I have an aluminum. So I bought the L shape beam. I cut it in 3. So I clamp it on the radiator, which is right under the window. So it goes about 1.5 feet there, and then it goes 2 feet, 2.5 feet horizontal and across the window to go out. And then I cut it there, and I weld it to go upwards. I put a bigger pipe. What's with all the sirens tonight? What's going on? The wind, I guess people have emergencies with this bad weather. So I put in a thicker pipe for another 2 feet, whatever the rest of that L-shape beam is. I clamped it with hose clamps, and then on this one I slide a 6-foot or an 8-foot. I think it's a 6-foot aluminum pipe. I believe it's a 3/8 or 5/16. I can't remember. And then on that one, I found, those big long flags that bend and they're curly on the top, and they advertise like they put in front of stores sometimes. That pole inside, it fits perfect on my aluminum pole. So I drilled 2 holes and I put 2 small bolts, and I extended it just enough to clear the roof. And it goes just above the roof. I don't need any tuner. It works fantastic. It works amazing.
Yeah, I was looking at the way you had set that up, and you got above the roof line. From where I am, I have power poles. I'm in a historic district down here, and so I've got power poles and a transformer on the other side of the road. And so I'm gonna have to find some way to get above the power lines, and so I'm probably gonna have to go with a whip, or go with I'm gonna have to make up my own mast and try to make it lightweight and to where I can put it up and take it down. Uh, because I can't attach anything to the building. There's nothing to attach to really, and since I'm not in an upstairs, I don't lease the upstairs. I lease the ground floor, and so I've got enough space out in the yard that I can put up something temporary. But I can't really throw a Rome tower or stuff like that. I've got over 80 feet of Rome tower, but I can't erect it where I am right now. And Joe Guns, I've got a bunch of antennas that I could put up from my house, but I moved out here to the coast, and so I don't have the equipment that I have back at my home in the middle of the state. Been staying down here at the beach.
Thank you,
So I
Cowboy.
have to do
Thank you.
something like like you would do for a parks on the air type of setup, so
Thank you
I
for
can
coming.
erect and something I can take back down.
Yeah, so I posted the link of the video. I posted one link on YouTube and one link on Facebook. So if you want to check it out, it's a close-up look of the actual bracket and the whole antenna. And but this is not the upgraded version, because if you see the aluminum pole that I slide in, and on the top of it I have the bracket of the balcony antenna. I extended that up higher because I found I was on break because I drive around the city uh, for work, and I was having a quick sandwich in my van, and I look on the sidewalk, and I see this pole on the ground there, and I'm like, what is this? So I look at it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it. So I took it, I throw it in the van, and then when I came home, I tried it, and it fits perfect into that aluminum pole. So now, if I wanted to, that's another 6 feet. I could actually extend that for 6 feet, but because now I'm having balance issues when it's a little bit windy, I tied a little mule tape or rope, and I like guy wires to hold it, and I tie them one on the left, one on the right, to tie them so like it doesn't lean too much from the wind. Okay, and I extended. I use that piece, and about 2.5, maybe 3 feet. I put it in with bolts, and that extends me. That helps me clear the roof. Before, the whole time I was using an antenna tuner because it's too close to the wall and the SWR go crazy. So I had to use a manual antenna tuner at all times. Now that I extended it 2-3 feet and I'm clearing the roof, I don't need the antenna tuner. So it works amazing. I'm impressed with myself.
Yeah, I bought a Midland and two Panasonic radios, and I'm thinking about buying an old Craco. I bought 2 or 3 handheld radios, and I'm still waiting until I started to buy a Capo 5000 Pro today, but I talked myself out of it because I watched the guy tune 3 or 4 radios, and it was like before he sends them out, he goes in and checks them out, and he seems to be detuning the radios, and I don't want I'd rather him send me the radio still in the plastic than have to work behind him. But I don't want to receive a detuned radio or one that's going to need technical assistance 3 months up the road or something. But I don't have sideband down here. But I'm hoping to have everything set up to where I can set up at least, the end of February, the first week of March. But so I'm just taking my time, basically taking my time before I really get set up to talk.
Yep, yep. William, I wouldn't be buying more antennas. Um, like it's good to have. Like I got my hands on a 3-element beam antenna for the 11 meters. Huge antenna. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's a great antenna, whatever. But do I have a room to use it? No. Do I have a room to store it? I can barely fit it in my van when I got the antenna. And I'm like, do I have room to store it? No. So what am I gonna do with it? So my good friend Eric, he's here, he's listening. He bought it for me from me. I basically gave it for free because but yeah, I had to sell it, so I wouldn't be buying antennas. So I played with this configuration here to have a decent antenna. I have a Wilson 1000 for the vehicle. I do have a President antenna, which I don't have the model, but this antenna is like 6 feet tall with a nice big coil on the bottom that I haven't used in a long time. Maybe I should start using it. And I also have some coils, loading coils. Like I have one for 20 meters, I have one for 40 meters, and I have one for 80 meters. The reason is because I can replace the vertical that I have. The vertical is not the original piece that came with the antenna. The vertical is white, and it is the top section of an IMAX antenna. So there has been modifications galore on this little bracket there. If you see the video after, so I can take that because it's on a 3/8 bolt. I can take that out, and I can hook up a 40-meter coil, and then with a manual tuner, I can get myself into 40 meters and whatnot, or 80. And I've done some contacts over there as well. So I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the whip antenna is you can sit there and especially if you have a tuner or automatic tuner circuit in your radio, you can use that and use it for multi bands. You know 10 meter, 20 meter, 40 meter, and you know but it's like someone was telling me earlier today he was trying to tune the antenna and he was having difficulty tuning it with the loading coil that he had, but it would tell him that that the SWR was good for 2 meters or 6 meters or 12 meters. He was having a hard time. It was the first time that he had used it, and it was some type of antenna that Anytone had made, and it looks like they're trying to copy that J7 antenna, but it's hard to say. Different location, the location you're in has a lot to do with what antenna you can run.
I left some space in case if somebody else wants to add something. Absolutely, I'm gonna agree with you 100%. It's all about the location. So I don't know how. Before when I was using the tuner, because I have a Nano VNA, if I put my nano VNA on the antenna, that antenna will resonate on 25 megahertz, and I'm like, well, nobody's there, right? So I had to use a tuner and bring it up to 27. So, but when I use a loading coil, it does work. It does work. And William, I've used it with an FT101. I've used it with an FT891. I used it with another 101 that I have because I have two, and then I have another 757 Yaesu also, and never had an issue. I was talking to some people from was it Idaho or Ohio on 80 meters, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm running a window antenna." It's like, "No way, buddy." I said, "Yeah, well, go and check me out, whatever." So he did, and he's like, "Oh man, that's the best HOA antenna, HOA." So yeah, it's a good, it's a great setup, and it helps a lot with the other bands. I'm surprised I can get out. I can go to 15 meters. I can tune I can tune this antenna without any loading coil because sometimes I'm lazy and I don't want to take it inside. Somebody might see me. I just leave it like that. I put the tuner on. I can tune on 20 meters, but the radio doesn't do a full 100 watts. But I was able to make a couple of contacts. I can tune in on 15 meters without a coil, just whatever that antenna is by itself. And I did some contacts there, so not full power because of the SWR. But overall, yeah, I can't complain. So I suggest, I don't know if you have a radiator below the window, if you can make a little bracket. Every time I remove the screen out of the window, the screen, and then I just clamp it in there with two clamps, pop, pop, pop. In 2 minutes, I'm up and running.
I've got some um, garden little garden boxes along the side of my property here, and one of them already has a place that I can mount the antenna to. I'm not real close to power lines, but I am close to a telephone line from the old landline type telephone. None of us use landline type telephones anymore, but the landline phone wire is still run from the pole across the road over to the house to the drop, and it ties in right in the corner of the building. And so I'm gonna have to place the mast away from that particular wire, and so I have that as a limitation. I'm on high ground, so once I get the antenna up 30 feet, then I'll be able to talk all over the place. But it's just getting above the lower wires and above that transformer with the ground planes. I don't have the electrical interference.
I have a similar problem to you. I live in an apartment where it's on the corner. I literally can step out my front on a corner of an intersection. I could step out my door here and touch the traffic lights. And I'm on the first floor, and the entire apartment is clad with aluminum siding. So it's not very good being on the first floor. But I did manage to. Oh, I haven't been able to do any DX inside, but I managed to put a dipole up. But yeah, limitations are a pain sometimes.
Did you make your own dipole, or did you get a dipole? Tell me about the dipole that you made.
So I just took some coax, cut one end. I think it was a 15-foot, 12 or 15-foot lead. So one end goes to the radio, the other end I cut, and I just separate the braid and the inner wire there, like a T shape, and then 102 inches of speaker wire on both sides. Then once I get that all set up and strung up, I'll and that's why I was going back to, like I was saying about now having the McKinley. I can just excuse me, hit that switch 6 times, and it'll show me exactly what the SWR is right away, and it'll do this kind of beep, right? I don't have to. You don't have to key up to check the SWR or nothing. But yeah, so I was trimming it, and as I was trimming little pieces off each end, I got it to, I think, a 1.2 on channel 1, and I think a 1.4 on 40. So yeah, it worked out, but it's great. But I'm worried about interfering with the neighbors and stuff too. So I don't know. We'll have to see if I get brave what happens.
Yeah, I don't even have, I don't have a tree or something. There's a big, I'm in like a grove of sycamore trees, but the closest tree is like across the road from me. So I have a tree that I can use to mount something up in a tree, and I can't attach anything to the building, and so but I can, put a spike in the ground and or run a temporary, a temporary bowl, something like that. So I have to do. I'm going to have to do something lightweight and hope for the best.
Yeah, I could see. I understand your issue. I had the same issue, and now I have a different issue, and I have more issues. I have even more rates that I can't, because I'm on like when I step out my front door, it's the sidewalk. You know what I mean? And then between the sidewalk and the building, there's a traffic bridge that kind of arches over, and like I'm right downtown concrete jungle here, so I like it when I get to go for driving the car, because then I can do my DX. But there's a couple of locals
Pavle,
here,
pata to link to Sestila, Pavle,
but
pata to link.
other than that, there's really not a whole lot down this way. But yeah, no, it's frustrating, but I don't know. I'll see what happens. I guess, like I say, with this setup, hopefully it's not gonna interfere. But I haven't tried shooting any DX on it yet. I can talk to the locals on it in here, surprisingly, because it's near the front window. All that aluminum on the outside of the building, though, that's not helping anything, whether I'm on the first floor or not. So, yeah.
So you have the dipole set up inside your apartment then?
Yeah, like I'm ground floor, right ground, like sidewalk outside, walk into my first floor, living room there I am. Our ceilings are, I think, 12 feet. So I got it at about, well, I'd say 12 feet. But that's right underneath the upstairs. And if they got speaker wire or a stereo up there or something, I'm worried about going through it. That's my only worry, really. TVs and stuff really don't, near field is what they call it. Near field RFI. So I been thinking about it and reading about it. I got my SWR really, really good. So don't think it's going to be an issue.
Καλημέρα. Καλημέρα Snatina.
Well, that's what's concerning me. I'm getting a magnetic base that I can hook up a whip to, or a
Να σε
loading
δώσουμε ένα
coil
call
and
sign
a
από το Oscar
telescopic
Charlie.
antenna or whip or something like that.
Να σε κάνω
I'd like to put up
18 Oscar
a
Charlie
Maxon
126,
or
άμα
maybe a
θέλεις.
super gain or something like that. I just don't have the space for it.
Έχω group εδώ
I
καλό,
might have
Oscar Charlie.
I
Να σε
might have
κάνω,
enough space for
να σε
an
κάνω τέτοιο,
inverted
μέλος,
V
δωρεάν.
or a skipjack or something like that, but it's because of having to put it up and take it down. It's I'm probably going to have to just go with like a 4.5 foot wire wrap,
Να δώσεις χαιρετισμούς στο Σπίλιο
truck
από την
com
Πάτρα.
or truck driver,
Άμα τον
a
ακούσεις,
trucker's
χαιρετισμούς από τον
a mobile
Νεκτάριο.
antenna, like a truck driver would use, and use that for a base antenna on a lightweight pole. And if not, then probably a J7 or J12 setup or something like that.
Yeah, I've had good luck in the past. In your situation, actually, it's similar, with nowhere to really
Έγινε
mount or
καλός.
nowhere to
Άμα βγεις στον
to
αέρα,
get it up any
να δώσεις
length.
χαιρετισμούς στο...
What I did
Yeah,
was I took a
το
big
Σπίλιο,
long.
το Σπίλιο.
It was actually a huge limb, sort of half limb, half branch out of a tree. It
Ο
was real
πιο
solid.
δυνατός σταθμός είναι ο Σπίλιος,
And
από
I
την
drove
Πάτρα.
down into the ground
Τον
and
ακούω εδώ
I
στο
zip
Τορόντο,
tied.
λες και είναι
Okay,
δίπλα
nylon
μου.
zip ties, because the plastic ones will just rot in the sun. But nylon zip ties, oh, I must have put 200 damn zip ties on that thing. Anyway, I had a homemade dipole, and it was lightweight, right? Because it was PVC, 102 inches on each side, minus the snippings for the SWR before I put it up to get it right. Anyway, so I had that up about, I don't know. I think it was probably 4 to 5 feet into the ground.
Ωραία, ωραία.
But it was
Έβαλα
pretty
το
stiff
link
ground
για το
where it was, so
YouTube,
it was
γιατί
pretty
είμαι και
good.
στο YouTube. Το link
So
αυτό
it
είναι
was
για το
lightweight.
YouTube,
So when
άμα
the
θες να το πατήσεις.
wind blew, it didn't really move it much,
Πρέπει να τα
Even
πούμε μια μέρα, πρέπει.
so you might want to build your own, they're a little bit
Κάνω stream και
directional.
στο YouTube, είναι λίγο πιο ωραία και δείχνει και
If you're
δείχνω,
thinking DX, you could go
δείχνω
horizontal.
Hamfest από τον Καναδά. Και αύριο
Um,
έχει ένα το πρωί και θα πάω να
But
κάνω βίντεο.
long story short, I think I was only about
Το
15
πρώτο
feet in the air.
Hamfest της χρονιάς
Not
αύριο.
very much, but I had good luck with that setup. I was living in a spot where there was no options.
Yeah, in this building, it's a 2-story building, but then the roof is it's not like a gable roof. It's like a pyramid shaped roof on the top of the building, and I'm not really able to mount anything to it. Now there's a 1-story laundry room on the back of the building that I might get access to, run the coax through the bathroom window and mount a antenna pole somehow off of that.
Bill, what does that
But,
mean?
Bill,
you're
because
killing
the
me.
location where
Should I
where
hit the
that is,
translation?
I wouldn't be able to maintain it like I need to. And,
Come on.
I don't want to mess up the relationship
Bill,
that I
are
have
you
with
coming
the guy
tomorrow?
that,
Are you going?
the way it's set up right now, I've got I don't want to do anything to mess my lease up. It's hard to find housing where I am, and I don't want to do anything to mess up my housing situation. I want to stay on the good side of the
Okay,
guy
well,
that's
I will go.
renting
I will go tomorrow
leasing
morning.
the place. I want to be able to renew the lease when the lease runs out.
Yeah, no, I
So the
get that. I
radio
could
Sunday
definitely
then. Sunday.
understand that.
Because all day I'm gonna be
Sort
there.
of
By
the
the
same
time I come
here.
back, I will have to make the video.
I wouldn't even approach
So
the guy
Sunday
to
is the
ask
day.
because well, you know how it is. It's just kind of a it's a suppressed kind of thing, right? We're a suppressed kind of group, and people don't understand what the hell we're doing. So, and even if they sort of do, they don't like it. A lot of them. So, well, that's just the way it is, I guess. If it were the 70s, it would be a different story now, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, in the 70s, I suspect most everybody on this street had a citizen band radio in their car or in their truck,
No,
and I'd say probably one out of every four houses in the neighborhood probably had a base station. But
too windy. No
it's not
antenna. No antenna. No,
it's not
señor.
like the Burt Reynolds
Sorry.
intro to the it's not like the Burt Reynolds intro with Jackie Gleason and you know, it would be good. Those days are, but I think those days are gone, and they're trying to get us all to switch over to FM or something else. I don't know what. I suppose.
Oh, the FM thing, I don't understand it. And for the UK, like, 'cause there's a lot of active groups over there, but US, North America, Canada, I don't see FM CB becoming popular. I know there's a few users out there, but really, AM sideband is just it's a thing, you know. FM is not as much of a thing, and there's a reason for that. I could go into a million reasons, but you know yourself. I know how I like my radio usage, and I prefer to use sideband and AM. I know what FM can do, and it sounds better and this and that, but really, it's not any better.
Well, if you're talking to somebody an eighth of a mile ahead of you, and you're both in your vehicles and you're both going in the same direction, FM's not a bad thing, but for most people that are wanting to talk, from base station to base station, they want to talk 30 miles to their locals, and they want to talk skip, and they're not going to be able to do that unless they're on AM or sideband. It's FM's got its limitations, and if you talk VHF, then you're gonna, you've got about a 50-watt limitation on your mobile. Stateside, I don't know how it is in Canada, but in the United States, they put a 50-watt limit on the mobile, and I believe a 10 or 12-watt limit on I think it's like a 4-watt limit on handhelds. So it's hard, RMS. So it's hard to say what you would be able to do.
Yeah, it's the same thing here in Canada. It's the same exact 50 watt, I believe. I just was recently reading about that limitation, and it makes sense, I guess, for they want to put limits on power for the 11 meter band. If you're a ham, I guess outside of up at this band, the CB band, outside of it's a different story, obviously. But yeah, for us, I'm a ham, but I don't really do it much because I prefer. It just fits me better, I guess. The 11 meter band, and it always has. I always felt more. It felt more fun to me. Now, that's not to say that it wouldn't be fun to go down on 80 meters and stuff like that, but I don't have the real estate for an antenna like that.
Yeah, that can become an expensive hobby really fast, and I've always had more of a free bander, free to air. You know, I can remember when things were not pay-per-view, and I kind of like the free to air, free bander mindset. I don't like even though the fee's reasonable for 10 years, it's still the equipment expense is a whole lot more for Ham than it is for Citizens Band, I believe.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Even with just, I bought secondhand units. 2 meters isn't too bad, but yeah, you start getting down into 40 meters and 80 meters and all of these, fancy things, and the towers and the guy wires and just everything, and the pouring the concrete, and I mean, you can do that for CB too, but it's ridiculous, like the cost of the coax, and it just it's just insane. There's an old guy that doesn't live too far from here. Recently passed away. I used to go up and visit him, and he had. I mean, he honestly he could barely even talk. This guy, he was not too long for this world, and but he would sit there in front of the radio, and even though he didn't know if the damn thing was on or plugged in, he'd be trying to talk on it, and a few times I had to help him get the into the right channel. But he had an antenna in the backyard. Oh my God, this thing was. It must have been 500 miles long, and that's what he was doing. He was down on 8 meters, and I was just thinking to myself, well, if ever I have enough money to do that, I'm probably going to try it. But yeah, there's no affordability there, not for anybody like me anyway.
Yeah, I just moved to this part of the city I'm in, and I was in a 4-story building up on the 4th floor, and so because it's down on the coast, I was already up above a lot of the antenna towers, except for the commercial towers, and so I got excellent reception on all kinds of stuff. I could have just sat there with the window antenna and talked all over the place. But where I am now, I can't attach anything to the building and on the ground floor. So I'm going to have to go with the temporary, some temporary setup. Or I might have, for all I know, I might have to get me a weather balloon and a deep sea fishing rod and run it up with the weather balloon and pull it back and bring it back down.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good one. I wonder if that would actually probably would work. Just to get it up in the air, wait for a windy day.
Oh yeah, it'd work. I used to do that back in the 70s and 80s when I had a job surveying land tracts, and we would take a helium balloon and hook it up to a deep sea fishing reel, a weather balloon rather, and we'd use xenon gas. We'd go and get a bottle of gas that was, the same size bottle as a bottle of welding acetylene, except it was xenon, and fill the balloon up with xenon, and just reel it, let it go, and reel it back in, and just attach it to the Dacron line, and the xenon would pull it right on up. The on a little weather balloon. Weather balloon will pick up. You can attach about 185 pounds to it, but a wire's not that heavy.
the problem is that if the wind, let's say, is blowing, I don't know, east, and that thing starts going that way, your antenna is gonna become horizontal, like it's gonna start leaning, and then if it touches something, then you're in trouble. Okay, sorry to interrupt. It's almost 12 o'clock. We made it to almost 3 hours. I want to say a big, huge thank you for coming. I want to apologize for our friends on YouTube because we lost the connection twice. And let me adjust here the let me show my face. Where am I? Where am I? There I am. Thank you so much. So I just want to say I'm sorry because we lost the connection twice. And yeah, but we are back. We made it to 3 hours. And I want to say a big, huge thank you. I want to wish you a good weekend tomorrow. I'm going to be going to the Hamfest. If you are watching the stream and you are from Ontario, there is a Hamfest in Niagara Falls. You can scroll up and you can see the address. If you're watching on Facebook, you can scroll up or YouTube. Let me see. Is it on? Is it still on YouTube? It should be. Oh no, it's not. So I have to post it again. So if you are on the YouTube, give me a second. I'm gonna post the link, the address to the Hamfest, so you can go tomorrow. Let me do it here. 1 second, guys. Just gonna say paste. All right, so I posted the address there for the Hamfest. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the link. If you're on Facebook, just scroll up, and you will see the link up there. All right, let me hear you guys. Who else is left here? Let's do a quick roll call, and we're gonna say good night. So let me see who's left. Let me hear you guys. All right, I guess it's only the three of us, guys. William, me, David. So it's only the three of us. All right. If you're on Zello, don't go away because the channel is always on here. You can stay and talk, and you can touch any topic since we're not streaming. We only stream once every Friday night at 9 p.m. So yeah. So if you want to talk about radios, go ahead. If you want to talk about wherever you want to talk, the channel is here. If you want to test a radio, you can come on Zello and say, "Hey, I just put up the antenna. I'm from that area. Can you hear me?" And you can or use it as a radio and talk to the guys here. All right. Thank you so much. I'm gonna say 73. Thank you to Mr. Jeff. I don't think you're still here. I'm going to say 73, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, 73, Nick. Have a good Hamfest and don't spend all your money tomorrow. Because I know, I know you're going to buy something. So don't spend all of it in one place. Spread it around more than one table.
Well, it all depends, William. If I find another FT101, because two is not enough, I have to have three. I'm just joking. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have room. I wish I can show you here. I have to shuffle my way through the living room to go in between radios. Yeah, so no, I don't want to be that guy. All right, the stream is done on Facebook, and I'm just gonna say good night to our friends here on YouTube, and that's it, guys. We are out.
Sir, what's going on with the blue dial over you inside the car? I don't know what you're talking about. There's cardboard on the passenger seat. What's that from? It's just a box. Somebody asked me to drop something off. I was trying to help somebody out. That's all. It's being blown way out of proportion. Where'd it come from? I don't know, man. I didn't steal anything. You need to relax. I'm sorry, I messed up, please. This is the third time this month. I told you last time it was over. Look at the mess you made back there. I don't have to take you in again. I know. I'm sorry. Sir, do you think the package was worth it? Officer, I am not sure what you're talking about. I was holding that package for a friend.
They booby-trapped that box on purpose. I was trying to keep it from getting stolen, I swear.
Ma'am, you need to calm down. Nobody's getting arrested right now. Start from the beginning and tell me exactly what you
I
touched.
barely touched it. I didn't take anything. This is entrapment, you hear me? I want to report and I want their name. cute. Tampering with deliveries is a crime. Our lawyer's already looped in. If this dye touched our car, you're paying every cent. We've got your address and this recording backed up. Expect a demand letter. You're cleaning this porch today or we file a claim with the HOA. Just
let's push this.
Listen,